Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. We're back with two big stars of the stage. They're in this touring production of their musicals, and I'm delighted to say we've got Rhydian and Jonathan. How are you?
Good.
Well, very well.
It's interesting. I mean, the synergy of you two is perfect because you're both delicious. This is the first thing.
Oh, you've tasted me?
Not today.
I thought I was after the show.
Well, it's all the arms, isn't it, Rhydian? It's all in the arms.
Thank you very much. Well, Jonathan, we haven't tasted each other.
I got in your bunk the other night.
He did. He frightened me.
Could we just clear this up? When you say you got in his bunk,
yeah,
what does that mean?
Tour bus we're sharing.
Yeah.
We're opposite each other and we hold hands at night just to rock each other to sleep. But the other day I thought I'd freak him out, so he was in the toilet downstairs. I rushed upstairs, for some reason stripped on my boxers, and then got in his bunk and was sat at the end of it. He then took another 25 minutes to get ready.
Yeah.
Was changing, relaxing, and then when he was climbing in, sorting his quilt and his pillow, I couldn't control it anymore, started laughing and he freaks out.
Do you think we ought to start this interview again, just for your protecting your own product?
Yeah.
I mean, this is quite... Now, when you say you're on bunks, who's the top and who's the bottom?
We're both bottoms.
Both bottoms?
Yeah.
Okay. But I do understand you've got a new tour bus, and will this mean there'll be different sleeping arrangements?
No, we'll still be the same.
You're out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, hopefully not.
What happened to the old bus?
It's gone on to Rag and Bone Man, and
I know, right?
Yeah.
Why is he more important than us?
We've ended up with a new one.
I hope you left him a dirty protest or something. It's the best you can do. I've heard amazing things about the show. I'm seeing it tonight. But what's guaranteed is, regardless of everything, I know you're spending a lot of time on the music, the lighting and all that stuff. You've got two singers that actually, if it was a darkened room, it'd be enough, wouldn't it, really?
Who are they? Are they coming in? Yes. That's very sweet of you to say. And, you know, this is why we did the collaboration in the first place. Because I've long admired John's voice and the ability to turn it in every night, every single night, and you know, I work very hard on my voice as well, and we complement each other really well, I think, on stage. And I think there's something a little bit different that came out of that show in the first place, being classically trained singers, and I keep saying John was my inspiration for going on as a soloist. So I don't think we've had anybody come up saying, that was rubbish, you two can't sing.
They've all loved it. That's the beauty of it, and it's an endless concept. There's so many songs. The only thing we do get is a complaint that you didn't sing this song, that other song, but that just spurs us on to be inspired for next year's version of the show and throw even more great songs at the concept.
I mean, you're used to sharing a bus with other guys and you're not necessarily used to that. How has it been between you? Are you making it work, or do you hate each other already?
John is very accommodating, I have to say that about him. He's so easygoing. It's funny because at the start of the show I make reference to what we share in common, you know, as a bit of a gag, but actually we have so many differences as well, and we're polar opposites, but it kind of works. We get on very well. I warm up all over the place. That would annoy anybody but John, you know, and don't really clean his George Foreman that often. He cleans it himself, just gets on with it. You know, there are so many things that's made it very easy for me, because I'll be honest, the tour bus thing for 5 weeks was slightly off-putting, and I'm not going to say I love it, but they've been...
He's christened it in style, he's enjoying it now, and
I did actually.
and it's, I think it's warm for you, isn't it?
Are you into fishing as much as he is? He loves cod and haddock and things like this.
I used to be a good fisherman on Tinder, and then I met my lovely girlfriend. Aside from that, I'm not really... I like eating fish.
It's a bit sad, really, is what you're saying, aren't you? A man sat by himself with his rod in his hand for hours on end.
Hey, you know, I could think of less pleasurable things to do.
For those who haven't seen the show, what do we get in it? I mean, obviously, we're going to get the hits of the musicals. Presumably, Bring Him Home is in there somewhere, is it?
Indeed, yeah. We've got a big Les Mis finale, and that's certainly something people are excited about. And it's great in there that we get the confrontation. It's a really iconic duet that's traditionally not performed regularly, and it's really meaty, powerful, shows all our voices off to the true extent, and then it flows from there through Stars Bring Him Home and a big finale of that. But then there's everything in between. We love to break down a few preconceptions of what you would traditionally perform in a male vocalised musical theatre concert. We sing the female songs. We sing And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going. It's a female lead song from the Dreamgirls. We sing stuff from Wicked, Elphaba's song, and just put our own stamp on it. But ultimately what we offer is a great night out, and it's been so satisfying. Every night people leaping on their feet, not just once at the end, throughout different solos, ensemble moments, it's just an electric atmosphere that you just cannot. We are just, I don't know, I'm having the best time seeing that reaction from an audience. It's an incredible career to be in. There's highs and lows, but this certainly feels like we have really hit something golden. It's very exciting to do, but it's also even more exciting to see the reaction night after night. Not a spare seat tonight. We've fit you in.
Thank you.
We've had to kick someone out, but we fit you in.
Yeah. Very well.
And no, we're just blown away by that response.
For you, what's the electric moment, Rhydian, that you're looking forward to every night? Is there one song?
We do a little, before the end of the second half, a little sketch from Blood Brothers, which is John's idea, and it was a great one. I think about 50% of the audience understand initially that it's from Blood Brothers, but because we transitioned from, I won't give it away. Can I say it?
Do it.
We do a strip. Right. We do a strip and then we transition. You have to see it to believe it.
So it's like a full Monty moment in the middle of Blood Brothers.
Very astute.
So instead of
shooting before Blood Brothers.
Oh, so instead of shooting each other, you just show your guns. Is that basically?
Well, you don't even. Well, I don't want to build it up too much. I'm disappointed. Bear in mind, if you're 80, 75, 80, you're excited. You might.
Is it more fun doing these shows where you come into town, sell out, and then go somewhere else and do the same? Because it is laborious doing 8 shows a week, the same thing over and over again.
This is very similar to that as far as the discipline you need. And luckily because of course illness might prevail and then you're out.
Right.
We don't have understudies.
Right.
So unlike in a show, we have somebody that can cover us. But I prefer this personally because you can cut out all the dialogue.
There's freedom. There's a lot more freedom. You can be spontaneous. You can ad-lib. You can play the audience as they fit on that night. And in particular, the other day we had real pavilion. It was like we'd just come off the X Factor, each of us. The audience were absolutely berserk, screaming, cheering, like all the way through the show in the most amazing way. And we vibed off that in a different way than you would if you were in a musical theatre production with that audience. You'd still have to retain your character. We broke down all of the fourth wall of that night and just had a great time, as we have everywhere, but in particular that one.
So we look at the tour generally. You're going all over the country. You've already said there's going to be another one next year, so Indeed. It must have been a success.
Yeah, bigger and better. We've sold out this year. Unfortunately, it's meant that we've outgrown some of the smaller venues, although it's been great to hit some of the smaller theatres. We've had a great time with it. Next year we've got about 50 shows in place.
Wow.
And we're heading out May, June, October. We've still got October this year. We're going across to Northern Ireland. We've got 3 great shows there. We really are loving it. We're having a great time with the show and we cannot wait to share more. And as I said before, it's an endless idea with regards to content. It's just everyone's throwing great ideas at us. We've still got great ideas ourselves. There's great costumes is another thing we haven't mentioned throughout this show, and there's even more exciting ideas for next year, what we can do. But ultimately we're giving people a great night out, but we're having great fun doing that as well.
And the last time I saw you, Jonathan, you told me that you wanted to look more delicious than Rhydian, of course, and you were going to look fitter. And can we agree on whether he's achieved that or not?
Well, he's done jolly well. He's lost 2 stone. Well, at the start of the tour, he lost 2 stone. On the tour, a few moves, he's been eating kebabs and just sort of fallen off.
So did you. Do you know what? There was a shop holiday. He had a kebab the other day, and we were all messaging on the WhatsApp. Rhydian's having a kebab. Can you believe it?
But I think he looks great, and that's another great thing about. I'm asking about the shower, so I look like, can I say crap?
I'll let you get away with that one. Just don't say.
Oh, okay, so I can say crap. But it's a good visual on stage. It's quite unusual.
You're very full of yourself. What are you implying? That people don't want to see ginger, chubby people? What are you implying?
Well, I just think we're the better looking, better singing version of Jedward.
Do you know what? Actually, looking at you from this side with this type of lighting, I think we could pull it off.
Whilst those boys have earned a shed load of money and have done very well for themselves, what we bring as well, I would like to think, is credibility. And like I said at the start, I've always had a high opinion of this guy, and since working with him, he's actually surpassed my expectations. He doesn't like me talking about him in a positive way. He actually goes, don't mention that, don't mention that. But the boy can sing. He's got a great visual outlook on what the production should look like. His organisation skills. It's been a pleasure to work with somebody. He's a producer as well at heart. So it's a good recipe when we bring the 2 things together.
How thrilled are you at this point that you're still here? I mean, so many people have forgotten, so many people are driving Uber who are on these reality shows. I guess talent does shine in the end. You're both proof of that, aren't you, really?
Talent, luck, determination, pure gritty determination, and a desire to continue to do what we do. and
got to be good to the fans as well.
Yeah,
Jonathan's very good to his fans. I like to think that I am as well. We have people who have been coming from the past 14 years in Jonathan's case, back over and over again. I've just seen some down there as well at the meet and greet, and keep delivering for them. And like John said, grit and determination, and yeah, just it's a great job, and it's great for us. This is a sellout tour. I mean, there's only been about 3 dates that haven't been sold out, and they've been huge. So that anybody would be pleased with that. You know?
Even if you've just come off X Factor, people struggle to get that.
Right.
14, 11 years on, like that genuinely has blown us away in a fabulous way, and people are having a great time with it. And as I say, there's even more bigger plans for next year with the concept. And yeah,
and we're making an album as well.
Indeed.
On pledge, and the fans are backing that already. We're up to like 65%
of the campaign.
60%.
Amazing.
In the first week.
Will that be out for Christmas? When will we?
It'll be out for February, March next year.
Beautiful.
And yeah, just in time for the tour. And yeah, so going to be some songs from this tour, songs from next year's tour, and something we're really excited. We're going to head out to Prague and work with a big orchestra out there as well, and just kind of make something really special. Yeah.
What's amazing is that your talent shines always, your personalities are great, and the fact that these punters still come back and love you is amazing. It's not surprising you sell out. Congratulations. Thanks for having me at the show.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.